Hello everyone, I'm over at Grindstone City, Michigan, and I found one of the remnants of the town, and this is the city school. So I did find a city school, corner of Grindstone and Ross. It looks like it's being lived in now, but there's not much I could find on the school end of the year. I know Grindstone's from the 1800s. So I'm gonna have to be very quiet right now too, because I don't know if there's anybody outside or living there. See, they support the Blues, so obviously they support law enforcement, I believe. But you can tell it's being lived in. But back then, now my question is, was that the bell tower? Because usually a lot of historic schools would have bell towers. So, but we're going to be on our little adventure right now. Grindstone City is right around where that man's farm is. So we will be going on that tour. But give a little panoramic view of the old schoolhouse. Maybe we can find a cornerstone and get at least a definite year when this place was built. Usually with these things too, you can find cornerstones. But I'm super excited. I found the award. I could have sworn it went down Grindstone Road before, maybe. The remains, or the no remains, of the Grindstone General Store where the large cones were known for. There she is, right there. There's the Grindstone name. So we'll be going to the site of the general store and do a little walk as well around the area and here in city today. Yeah, you can see they modernized a little bit. A little bit of modernization with that school. I don't see anybody right now home, so we might not have to worry. But I'm also going to be documenting some cemeteries as well. So anyway, on to our next adventure, everybody. We're going to go inside the town of Grindstone City and followed by Huron City, the little village, Remnants and stuff, and the cemeteries as well. See if we can find any people from town history, or at least to pay our respects. So here we go. Alrighty, everybody, I found a treasure. I found Rybak's General Store. Right now they're currently closed, but I thought that let's check it out. There's Grindstone Trading. There is a marker on it. Then, like they said, your grindstones are dying in this area. I believe we're right now, corner of Ross Road where we were at with the school. So there's Ross, Copeland. So now we're on the Copeland Drive. So now we are on the Copeland Drive. Where you go all the way down, you'll see all the different old buildings that are left, like maybe homes and stuff like that. But there's that. Pioneers, telling you 1835 to 1938. So I think it's time now we're going to read off about Grindstone. Because I think it's apropos where we're at, because we're on Copland Road. So we're in Huron County. That's where this is located at, Huron County, Michigan. Oh my word. Built by, oh, there we go. There he is. That was built by Pier. 1884. So this is actually his business. Oh my word. No way. That would explain why so much is tied together around here. So this is Mr. Pier's work. And then this was the church that is now White Church Gallery, but at least preserved. So obviously, probably around the 1800s as well. So anyway, there was a first major business over in Grindstone City in the Upper Thumb area that produced the best quality grindstones, which is what we have here. In 1833, Captain Aaron G. Pier and his brother had a lake transport business that was located tip of Michigan's Thumb, where we are at now. Mr. Pier settled in Grindstone City, where we are at right now, where he opened his own grindstone quarry. I don't know, that's a quarry down there, but we can, I guess, imagine maybe it could have been down that way. We'll have to look into that. As we continue our walk, I'll continue. By 1850, $3,000 worth of grindstones were produced every year. More quarries opened, and that brought in the businesses called Lake Huron Stone Company and Cleveland Stone Company, which later took over all the quarries in this area. And Northwestern Railroad. Grindstone had a post office built in 1872 and operated until 1962. The Grindstone City Historic District has quarry sites and 2 buildings in existence. Obviously, we found the school. Down Ross Road, we also just seen Mr. Pier's work, which was the old Rybick store. Got little houses over here. So it's probably more original grindstone territory around here. And then in this pass is where we're going to go to next, down Copland Road, where we're at right now, folks. There was a devastating fire in the beginning of January of this year, took out the general store, which served the best large ice cream cones in Grindstone City here. Rybick is also an ice cream business, and they've been helping everybody out around the area as well to continue eating wonderful ice cream in the area, because Grindstone is really known for ice cream, since there's really not much left here except fishing, enjoying the great outdoors, obviously, your nature, and then enjoying good ice cream. In the mid-20th century, across the Great Lakes were small cottage courts and a grill stops for the local motorists around here where we're at. So we'll look into that and see if we can find any of those today. And the Port Austin area had a telephone exchange, 6374, listed on ads one would see. Grindstone Grill operated in the 1950s when the Thumbs shoreline had a lot of family-owned businesses. And also to add, before we do more for a little drive over here, today, a lot of people do enjoy Lake Huron, shoreline, they enjoy the fishing, the food, the lodging. There's a recreational rental businesses around here, and it helps a lot for those summer peak season months. So we will continue on to our next adventure. We just spotted, viewers, there's a building foundation right in this woods. What, I don't know. It could be a home, it could have been a business. Okay, here's another foundation, possibly a barn. We don't really know. But viewers, I had to go ahead and add a little bit more to our little tour right now of Grindstone City. So here we are, folks, where the old general store used to be. 1800s building gone. The rest of it, because it was like a neighboring building. That fire happened. I want to say that's probably part of it, or maybe not. It's part of this guy's property. I can't remember. Maybe one of the older cottages I was talking about earlier in the video. But here's a good example of what during the 50s and stuff you probably see out here. It is very built up. There's newer homes scattered, newer cottages scattered, but this looks like it's an original. Another quarry pit. The campground picture that you saw in here, it says quarries. So that is an actual pit right between these two homes. This may be Grindstone Grill, but I'm not too sure, but it's a different name. There's also the cabins around, and we're going to check out the waterfront nearby. That would be, I believe that would be the harbor. We have found the recreational boat launching and the harbor over here in Grindstone City, and more little cabins and establishments that are right around, like I said, nearby the could have been the Grindstone Grill, or else the Grindstone Grill somewhere else, and that was just another little establishment. But there was a Grindstone Grill here, so yeah, some grindstones. Like several little grindstones here by the water. Look at that. Well, could have came from that nearby quarry I just showed you. Or one of them. There's still remnants of them. Amazing work. Can you believe that? 1800s. To just use those for, like, you know, just work. Everyday work. Now this would be the Huron, I believe. This is Lake Huron. Little sand too I'm walking on. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Insane. Wow. Now I believe this is the picnic or camping area. Because you can't go down some, but I'm walking, and this is like where you would have to walk, because unless for some other reason, you can't come down here in a vehicle. Check out this little nugget. Animals must be on a 6-foot leash all times. Well, of course. Not a grindstone toward that end, but we're not going to do that. But here's one meeting us. The little neighboring stones in the area. The water. Looks like our kids decided to autograph. Can't have anything nice here, I swear. Like, really? Ugh. I am a stickler for that stuff. Lake Huron! And boy, is it freezing. So here we are. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm excited. I'm really excited. This is awesome. This is really cool. Really cool. So, onward and upward, everybody. Here we go. Alright, this is another quarry for the grindstones back then. Right by the campground. And there's another little. Could be what was used for a lot of the quarry stuff with the machines. These are engines. Displaying very nice, accompanied by grindstone, probably from this quarry. There's also a little timeline I'm going to show as well. Probably tells you about where we're at. It's amazing. Oh, there's the captain. Oh my gosh. 1812 to 1891. So everything from this marker, everyone, and when I looked up for sources that you see, everything is blending in. Really blending in well. You are. So we're right here. So that means we're right at a quarry, because there's that. It's probably where all these people were at, where we're at. It's got to be. This has got to be it. There's a sign for Pointer Barks, Grindstone. Everything is making sense. Everything's making sense. Unbelievable. So this was somebody's land. Unbelievable. I mean, the buildings are gone, but I mean, we still got remnants, right? My gosh. I'm so happy to see this. The grindstone. There's a part of drying down that way, so it's cool, but I found this nugget over here. It's out. There's an old permanent bark sign. Oh my gosh. Kidding me. It looks like it might have been a business, unless that was a mill. Was it possibly a mill? Mill Hotel? Viewers, do you know what this was? That's not a lake house. That's something else. That's beyond a lake house. Hi, Bookie. A little puppy in the area. You make candies. I'm busy working with nuts. Okay, there's that. Unbelievable. Oh my gosh. Okay, now, what I'm thinking is part of the past. Could have been old cottages, could be old motorhomes. There's a few that are still over here. The large grindstones, of course, like I said. All the way down Copeland Road where we're at, folks, is where, like they said, history said it. Grindstones galore. That might be a 40s or a 30s. Unbelievable. Yeah.